What do we do when we go to the grocery shop for groceries and we're looking for the best, for the most nutrition food for our money? We look at the package. But the package has two types of information. The information in the front is the one that includes words such as enrich, refine, enhance, fortify, natural, and all those kind of words. But there's also a small, generally white label in the back that has the information that we need to know. Properly understanding the presented nutritional information in this label, the one that looks like this, can help us to decide for the most affordable option. But the information in the label looks as if it is written in some kind of secret code or in a foreign language. Other labels are so small that it's difficult to read them. And the worst, some labels are hard to find because they're mixed up in the back with other information that makes it hard to define it, like this nutritional bar. So the trick is that the information that we need to identify quickly and thoroughly understand is the one that refers to serving size, calories, total fat, carbohydrate, and protein. For this reason, I'm going to show you how to read properly nutrition labels so that you can take a more educated decision about what foods are you buying and be sure it is the best deal for your money. Let's start with the label itself. The label is generally white and can be found in the back or on the side of some packages. It's titled Nutrition Facts. It is divided in 4 sections, each section very well defined. In the first section we find nutrition facts, which is the title, and also we find information about the serving size. In the second section we find the information about the calorie content. In the third section we find information about the macronutrients such as fat, carbohydrates, and proteins. In the fourth section is where we will find information about micronutrients such as vitamins and minerals, and also the ingredients in the product. It is important to understand that all the information that we find in this label refers to one serving. And because of that, we're going to talk about serving size. Serving size is the least understood of the information in the label, and it may be misleading. The information is found at the top left of the label, right under the titles Nutrition Facts. It is closely related to the servings per container. And when I say they can be misleading is because sometimes what it is, the serving size, doesn't match exactly how many servings we find per container according to the content in the package. Some products call for 1 serving size, but they're packing 2. So you're doubling up your caloric content if you eat them. The other thing is that the serving size as measured by the manufacturer, most of the time, it is unreal. The amount of food is so little that you need to eat more servings when you eat. So now let's start by talking about calorie content. Calorie is the amount of energy provided by the serving size. In the label, there is a distinction between calories as a total and the calories from fat in this calorie content, in this calorie total content. Again, depending on the wrapping, we might be doubling up the calorie intake that we're doing. And in talking about calorie content, because fats provide more than double the calories than the other 2 micronutrients, we'll talk about fat next. Let's understand this. Fats are not as evil as people think generally. They are necessary in a healthy diet. The information about fat is broken down into its different kinds. Saturated, trans fat, polyunsaturated, and monosaturated. Saturated fat is the one that we have to pay attention to, because we want to consume the least amount of saturated fat, and if it is zero here, the information, the better. On the other hand, polyunsaturated are the ones that we need to consume the most. Saturated, the next important macronutrients is the total carbohydrate. Carbohydrates are the most useful and needed sources of energy. They are said to be the furnace where the other two macronutrients, fats and proteins, are processed. In the label we find the information about carbohydrates broken down into dietary fiber, which is the most overlooked of the nutrients and is very needed for a healthy diet, sugars, and other carbohydrates. Last but not least is the proteins. Proteins are the macronutrients used by the body to build muscles, bones, blood, and everything that is in our body. The content of protein is found at the end of the third section. All the information in this section is given in grams. Now, let's see, Lupita, could you come please? Can you tell me what is the serving size for this product?
The serving size for this product is a 1 cup and 1 cup and 4 grams.
40 grams.
40 grams.
Okay, so that's the serving size. Okay, thank you. So, I have given you a brief set of instructions on how to read nutrition fact labels to make the best out of your diet, your time, and your money. The most important information you should look for in a label is about serving size, caloric content, total fat, total carbohydrates, and proteins. And we got to remember to keep our saturated fat consumption at a minimum. If zero, much better. And pay special attention to the dietary fiber provided. The more, the best. And please, do not let flashy nice words in the front of the package mislead you. Look for the nutrition label instead. And make the best out of your time and your money. Thank you very much.